Hey, this is Nate with National Real Estate Insurance Group. We're at another property today. This one's going to be $250,000 on the market, about 1,900 square feet, located in downtown metro area. So let's see what it has for us. Okay, first impressions, we have another fix and flip here. Looks like they did a really good job from what I'm seeing. The windows look like they're in good condition. I'm already seeing some replaced windows. I'd love to see a hardwood floor that's intact, not ripped up and replaced with vinyl whenever you can save the hardwood. It's a good thing to do. Overall, strong first impressions from the house. Let's go ahead and head into the kitchen. Okay, great. First impressions on the kitchen. Things are looking pretty good in here. Big green flag for me for an investment property is going to be electric stoves. Gas and tenants don't always get along, so you want to avoid the liability there. The one red flag I do notice about there's no hood or vent or anything going on above the stove, so it's something you might want to go ahead and get installed. Other than that, it's your run-of-the-mill kitchen. I think we can get in the basement from here, so let's head down there. Okay, coming down to the basement, looks like we have a freshly finished basement, which is nice to see. Gives you a lot of additional space for your tenants to use how they want. One minor red flag I noticed coming down the stairs is that there's no handrail. From an insurance perspective, I always like to see handrails wherever there's steps. The only other two things that I note is I kind of have a larger red flag over here with the plumbing system going on. Obviously something is leaking or corroding over there. I definitely just want that inspected by a professional. Then we have a gas water heater, and I believe there was a gas fireplace upstairs. Whenever you see gas in a home, you want to make sure that that's thoroughly inspected before you have any tenants in it, as well as making sure the home is equipped with carbon dioxide detectors throughout. I see one more room here, so let's go ahead and explore, see what that has for us. All right, there's not much to note in here that I'm seeing. Pretty much just your standard finished basement here. Only thing that I have of note is there's a sump pump down here, which is good to see. It's plugged in currently. The only thing I would prefer to see is some kind of hardwire with that, probably with a backup as well. Usually in an unfinished basement, it's not that big of a concern, but with it being finished, you don't want that to back up and cause a claim or cause any issues for you or your tenant. So minor red flag there, but just something to note. There's a beautiful deck outside. Let's go ahead and check that out. First thing is this beautiful deck that we have here. It looks like it's relatively new. I don't see any signs of rotting or any poor conditions, and that's always a good sign to see. You don't really want to have one of your tenants or somebody fall through a deck, so looks like we're in good shape there. And behind me, we have this enclosure here that you could use for whatever you want, batting cage, animals, garden, winery, whatever you might want to have out there. But from an insurance standpoint, the only thing I'd be worried about is the brush and debris on it. Last thing is we have a shed on it, which is always nice for some additional storage, outdoor storage. Currently, there's a lot of debris on the top of the shed. You'd want to get that cleaned off. And the tree above it, which is leading to the debris being there, if you're worried about the shed, you definitely want to cut off some of those limbs so you don't have to worry about them falling on it. All right, heading upstairs, one thing I noticed that's a green flag is going to be the hand railing. You always like to see that when you have narrow stairs, and a lot of them. Okay, going into the bathroom, looks like they did a really good job refinishing this. The shower looks really good, fixtures look good. One thing that does catch my eyes as a major red flag is going to be the ceiling vent. In general, the bathroom ceiling vents you want to be really careful about and make sure you have a good one in there. They're a huge fire hazard risk. This one in particular, it looks like it's pretty old, and there might even be a heating element that I'm seeing here that you're definitely going to want to switch this out before you put any tenants in here. Okay, another thing that I'm looking at right now is going to be this really old smoke detector. One, you want to replace those every couple of years. You never want them to get, looks like that might be original to this house. You never want to get that old. That paired with the fire hazard of the ceiling vent is a absolute insurance nightmare. You're looking at potential total loss. This is the highest point of the house. That's going to be the first smoke detector to detect a fire if it were to occur in this bathroom. And then you're relying on the ones in the rest of the house once it's already filled with smoke. So you definitely want to have probably a smoke detector in that bathroom if possible, if you were going to keep that kind of fixture. And definitely in the bedroom having an up-to-date smoke detector. You never want to give an insurance company a reason to deny a claim, and not having proper smoke detectors could be a problem. So that's it for this property. To summarize it, I think this is a really good potential rental property for you. You have a lot of green flags. They did a great job with fixing and flipping this. They kept a lot of the features that were unique to the home, like the wood floors, but they modernized and fixed up a lot of the other things. Those are going to be the most of my green flags. On the red flag side, there is some concerns I have, mostly around carbon dioxide detectors and smoke detectors and some fire risks. But overall, I think this is a pretty good potential property. Going to the risk factor score on this one, 1 being the best, 10 being the worst in terms of risk, I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10. Really why I'm doing that is because of the fire risk upstairs with that vent, how it currently is, and the lack of updated smoke detectors. I can't stress enough how dangerous that is, especially with the location of it. If a tenant were to turn that on after their shower, then leave for work for the day, it's likely by the time that fire is caught, you're gonna be looking at a total loss because there is no smoke detector up there. There's nowhere else for it to be caught before the smoke floods the entire house, and that's when somebody's gonna notice. So that's what I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 for. Once you get that replaced, once you get smoke detectors throughout the home, once you get carbon dioxide detectors, honestly, this home has a relatively low risk score, probably around 2 out of 10. All right, guys, that was another great property we looked at today. If you're ever looking to simplify your insurance experience, you can always find us at NREIG.com. And to catch on the next one, don't forget to like and subscribe.